Well, hey there, everybody. How you doing? I'm just coming off of home time, and dispatch has sent me down here to Lufkin, Texas, to pick up this hardwood lumber out of South America that's going up to Wisconsin with that forklift I picked up before going on home time. And because of the way we had to load it, well, I had to put that forklift under the tarp as well. Otherwise, I would have had some trouble keeping that lumber dry, and, well, you do what you got to do. I got over here around 1:30, and it took this place a good while to load this stuff, and because it's late in the day now, I was kicked out and had to go out front to finish up the job. Well, I never claimed to be the fastest or the baddest, but I get the job done. I should have gotten here a little earlier so I could have taken my time. You know, I get kicked out so I could finish up. I'm just not real fast. Plus, I had to tarp the forklift under there with this, so it took me some time and some prep to get it just right. You know, it's not just you throw a tarp on there and you're done. It takes some thinking, and you got this empty space back here, which we may end up throwing something on there. I don't know yet. Could happen. It's an opportunity to make some more money. So anyway, everything's under a tarp, so we're gonna get this stuff off Friday, and then that forklift have to come off after that, which will probably come off in the yard. I don't know. I don't ever know with this outfit, man. It's just organized chaos is how I heard someone describe it one time. I can't remember who coined that, but it wasn't me, but organized chaos. Well, because it's the end of the day and you got rush hour traffic out there, I figured I'd wait that out, and well, I might as well just spend the night right here. I got everything I need. Right now I'm just getting some paperwork together and getting the photos you have to take of the load and all that kind of stuff sent through the computer and all this, and getting ready for tomorrow's departure. And something just happens to catch my eye here. This little Pedro, I tell ya. Hey, what's up, man? Wiggle those little legs. Wiggle those little legs like you do. Do it, come on. What are you doing, man? Come on. Wiggle those little legs. You get to move it. You see him move those little legs. What? Ruff. Oh. He cracks me up the way he sits like that. He gets to wiggling them little legs. He gets to moving those little legs. Oh my God, my side's hurting. Oh, you should see my new shirt. Pedro built. Come on up here, buddy. Get in your seat.
Dust on the dashboard, sun beating my face. Miles of highway in an endless race. Pedro's yapping keeps my head on straight. Rolling through towns, waving goodbye to fate. I got shit to do, roads to run, gears to grind beneath the sun. Pedro riding shotgun.
Well, old Dooner here is becoming an old man. Getting lots of gray hairs, and man, every night I gotta get up about 10, 12 times to go take a leak. And during the day when I'm trying to get down the road, I'm finding myself needing to nap a lot. Then I get up from a nap and I gotta hurry up and get ready and get all purdied up for my appointments. Just like that. Here we are, we made our appointment over here, and man, I got the camera pointed at the wrong door as I was backing in. That's how it goes in this YouTube thing. Anyway, coming over here to Sheboygan to pick up that generator you just saw there. Picking it up, I'm going to be taking it back to the yard. I'm not keeping that. I'm saying that's going to go back to the yard. After that, I went and picked up these 2 smaller ones at a different location. I'm going to be taking those back to the yard. I'm not keeping them. And I saw this nice little setup at this place where I stopped to grab a sandwich before getting to the yard. Pretty cool. I told the driver, I said, hey man, that's a pretty cool setup. He's like, you too. Back in a minute. Hey, boss, can you explain the process of everyone going to the yard to load? I find it interesting. I've been flatbedding and never seen that before on that scale. Is that a Kaiser thing? Well, driver, I'll do the best I can to explain. I'll get a little help from Marc, one of our dispatchers here at Kaiser Transport. We're making our way to the yard. Just hang on a minute. Alright, so tonight we don't have that many trucks in the yard, which is as a driver who's going to be working tonight, it's just kind of a blessing. But you see, this fella here's already loaded. That other guy has a little bit of freight on him. That guy there's got some freight on him. They've brought in this stuff. Now these loaders are going to be taking this stuff off, and all these things are going to be dispersed amongst each other depending on how the load builders have made their loads for their load. Here, I'll let Marc kind of tell you about it.
So the way we load freight here, we load most of it out of our yard due to how we load freight. We're an LTL company, sort of like FedEx, but we do it on a much bigger scale. Our freight's much bigger. So we bring freight into here in the yard. We build the loads based off of the load board that we build inside the office, and then we take those and we put them all together on our trailers out here on the yard. So like this load here, for instance, that we're putting together out here, the reason we're doing it this way, all this freight needs to go to a certain delivery location. We've got freight going to the southeast on this load, and we built up on the board a load going to the southeast, and we've got 4 stops on this load. So we've got 3 stops on the top deck, we got 1 stop on the bottom deck. This load was built around getting the driver home where he needed to be home. But also, our main goal here at Kaiser is to fill the trailers. We're looking to fill these trailers 48 feet, 80,000 pounds on every load. So when we're building the loads in the office, that's what we're trying to do. And then we take that load from the office, come out here, we put it together on the trailer. We then scale it after it's loaded. If we're satisfied with the weight and the freight on the trailer, we go ahead and get it tied down and secured. If we're not, we're a little underweight, a little overweight, we'll pull a piece or add a piece. Because like I said, the ultimate goal is to fill the trailers here at Kaiser.
Yeah, so thanks for that question, Owner Op Life 7005 or whatever it is there. It's weird. I feel weird saying shit like that. Your name is Tony? Okay, Tony. I'm going to pretend your name is Tony, Mr. Owner Op Life. So that's the basic gist of it is, you know, it's not your typical flatbed outfit. I mean, it's not even flatbed, you know. This is a double drop trailer, you know. It's not just a straight flatbed. We're not picking up, you know, you don't just go down the road and pick up a load of lumber and take it from point A to point B, or a load of shingles, or a load of whatever. You got all kinds of shit you're picking up, you know. You got Joe Bag of Donuts down in Chicago. Come here, Pedro. Come here. You got Joe Bag of Donuts down there in Chicago picking up different partials here and there. And then you got, you know, Timmy Toenails up in Milwaukee picking up several different partials. And he's filling up his trailer. And these guys and a few others are all over that area. And at the end of the day, they all rush back to Janesville, which is headquarters, and then the guys from the yard come out and they take all that shit off of those guys. And the entire time behind the scenes, you got guys at the terminal. The dispatchers are building these loads. They're finding this freight, and they're building these loads, sort of like this one, and they're filling these holes. This empty spot. You got 10 feet up here on the deck, and it can hold about Pedro, get over here. Hold about 15,000 pounds up there, and then so much. And they're going to maximize this whole thing to 80,000 pounds and fill up every bit of space they can. So those guys behind the scenes are building these crazy ass loads with multiple drops going here, there, and everywhere. So if say you come out of Janesville and you're heading out to Los Angeles, and they're going to try and get drops along the way. You're going to be traveling across this way. You know, let's send them down this way. Run them across out to 80, and then wherever, blah blah blah, and they're going to make drops along the way, and say here and there, you know, multiple drops. So, and when you make one of those drops in that city or that little town, there's a dispatcher that's dedicated to you who's looking for more stuff to go in that spot when you make a drop. Say like when I empty this big thing here. Now let's see, I already forgot how long that is, but it's gonna, when that comes off, I'm gonna have a lot of room, you know. Now you see a lot of room under here where I could put some freight, or so you think, but I'm already maxed out on weight. So that's what we try to do. Like Marc was saying, we try to max out on weight and the room here. 48 feet, well, hell, they'll try to get 53 feet. You know, they have some that hangs off legally on the back and in the front. So it's all about maximizing the revenue. Some of these partials will pay as much as a truckload, and you're just stacking and packing all kinds of stuff. Now, we do truckload as well. There's some dedicated customers that we have that, you know, have exclusive use to the trailer, and that's all you get. We might haul like a military truck or something. But the biggest part of this business model is to stack and pack this partial freight. You know, it's a different ball game, and it's anything but average when it comes to a trucking company. You know, it's, you know, a lot of the flatbedders don't understand. You know, how is that any different from any other flatbed company? You know, like, well, dude, you know, I'm not just, you know, doing your typical average stuff. It's anything but average. And because you have such a demanding game, and a lot of you guys have noticed, you know, like, damn, man, damn, Dooner, you're not tarping as much as you used to. Hey, I ain't complaining. I like I'm putting on some weight. I'm eating a little too many donuts and laying around too much lately. Maybe I need to get some tarp freight, lose some weight, you know. But it's hard work, but it's satisfying work, and you gotta be a team player to make it happen. It's a big team effort, just like playing football or being in a platoon or a flight or anything like that. You got to be a team player. You got to play your part, do your part, and it makes everybody in the whole team successful. And it's worthwhile. It's worthwhile, and it's satisfying as a driver to be here. And our drivers are whole different breed, man. When you do this line of work and it gets into you, you get into doing this kind of thing, you'll see our guys are quite different. They're a different breed. These ladies are watching me. So that's the name of the game, and that's why it's different. That's why we're out coming to the yard and doing our thing. That it is a unique thing to Kaiser. I know there are other outfits similar to this. They're just not that common. The most common thing you're going to see is picking up a truckload, point A to point B. I got to get rolling. I got shit to do. Later. Come on, Pedro. Hey guys, I just want to thank you for watching, and to please consider subscribing if you like this video or all the rest of them, and give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down, whatever you think it deserves. And find me on Facebook and Instagram. Thanks again for watching, and please consider subscribing. Hey everybody, this is the Traveling Man, Dooner LivingStone. Would you like to be a part of the show? Send me a video via Facebook Messenger or send me a private message on Instagram. I ain't too hard to find. There's only one Dooner LivingStone on this planet. Send me a video of your truck, what you're hauling. Show me some weird-ass talent you got, whatever. Something to be a part of the show. Share your opinion, share your thoughts. You ain't got to be a truck driver to do it. Just whatever. You want to be a part of the show? Send me something. I'll put you up, if I like it anyway. No masturbating, no porn, none of that kind of shit.
What the fuck, Chuck?